the start of my One Piece investment journey. Yo, this is Changief, and this is the start of my One Piece investment journey. Today is October 11th, 24, and I started investing slash collecting like One Piece specifically like a little more than a month ago. So I'm a baby collector slash investor. So you're not gonna find any deep wisdom type stuff from me. I'm not. I have none of those. I'm just learning and I'm speaking my thoughts. And I hope I can learn a bunch and you guys can learn a bunch. Just hear me out. All right, some of the points. Number one is reason. Why? Number two, goals. Where I kind of want to go, where I want to be. What are my plans? Number three, what am I buying? And number four, things I'm willing to learn, things I want to learn, things I learned. General stuff like that. All right, why One Piece? Big reason. I love One Piece. I've been a fan since like reading the manga, watching the anime, watching even like the 4Kids anime with Sanji and the lollipop. I just thought it was cool. It's like been throughout my whole life. I like to invest in things that I'm interested in, and if I'm interested in something, I'll look into it more, hence like learning more, and it keeps on going like that. Growth of the game and interest in the game. I kind of bought random packs like throughout this year and last year. It was just like random when I see the packs I buy, because I was like interested in collecting cards, but like I was always like never like taking a full step into it. Only till recently when I like finally like looked up like, oh, like what is this game about? Oh, this is how you play and stuff like that. That I started like kind of learning the game on like their online sim and stuff like that. I also think like this is a game that is growing. Is from what I hear from friends and when I talk to people. Especially now that I see like the cards are more readily available, and seeing like people selling the cards at card shows, it just seems like a game that's kind of growing, and I think the IP is just growing slowly, but not like Pokemon, but it's still growing, which is a good thing. Legacy. One Piece is like the manga that I remember from my past, and I think it's also like one of the last remaining OG like Shonen Jump mangas that are still coming out, which is insane. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think it just has a lot of history, just like DBZ, Pokemon, like any one of those things with like a strong nostalgia pull. So that's strong. Another last thing is the future of the card game. I think the card game has a decent future, because of several factors. First of all, the anime and the manga are doing great, and they're keeping the OG fans happy and stuff like that, and as well as new anime fans that are kind of keeping up with it. That the core fans will eventually find their way over to the card game, I think. And they're also like in the manga and anime, they're going through some really crazy arcs right now, and a lot of reveals and stuff that have been seeded for a while. As for outside fans coming in, I think the One Piece Netflix show did a really good job. And they're doing like a remake of the original One Piece anime, and that's gonna bring in a lot of newer anime fans in, which will in turn, I'm pretty sure will convert them into like people who get interested in the card game itself. Goals. As with any investment thing at all, your goal is to make money. There's no I don't think there's anything else with that. Second thing is I this is more of a personal thing, but I want to test if what I predicted for the future of these sealed products to be true or not. There's some things I'll talk about when we go over the stuff I buy. Number three, this is going to be a mix of short-term and long-term investments. Because I'm new to this, and I don't. I just wanted to see, like, I'm in the very curious phase, right? There'll be a few boxes that maybe I'll keep and hold for a long time to see what happens, and then there'll be like maybe one or two boxes that I get that are going to be stuff that I might flip or sell, maybe, or trade, maybe 1 or 2 years in the future. And then lastly is to build a small collection. I think that's just like any anyone who's a collector, and this is less an investment, but it's more of a collector thing. It's just I just want to build a small collection of maybe SPs and like rarer cards to kind of see how that goes. Um, Nothing crazy because my original goal that started all this was to get rid of cards, but now I have more cards, so figure that out. All right, what I brought so far, I have three boxes of sealed 500 Years of the Future. And this is the main test baby of what I was talking about before, because right now it's not doing too well. It's doing, but um, it's sitting at around like market price is around what is it, 88 right now. Um, but like I bought these boxes when they were around 85, 90 to 85. And then with fees and everything, I think they equals to about like 90 to 100. And they're kind of going up from 85, but they're kind of staying there a little bit. I mean, they're still low, and it's only been like a month, so it's not like anything, nothing crazy is happening with the price. But what I wanted to test out is that when I was looking through all the graphs of all these boxes, they all generally do the same thing besides like certain of the really early ones, which I couldn't get like all the data from the start. They all start out like really strong with pre-release stuff because the hype and people just want it. People are pre-ordering, and then people are upcharging for that stuff. And then on release, they kind of shoot downwards. They plummet, they plummet, they plummet, and then they sit around like I think I've seen boxes are like 100 to 80 is like the range of how low certain things will go. And then after that, when newer sets come out, I think it's like 6 months or maybe a year, they shoot up again, which I'll see in the next one. They'll shoot up again, and then they'll stay up, and then they'll drop again. So I kind of want to. I've seen that with like other boxes and then their graphs and how they work. So I kind of want to see if this works with this box. So I'm buying this low, just to get the most amount of gains. But that said, I also heard that this box was reprinted like crazy, like just insane amounts. So I mean, we'll see. Second, Wings of the Captain. I bought originally. I bought 2 boxes of this. I bought one to open myself because I wanted to build a Reiju deck. And this was before I found out like, oh, half the stuff is being reprinted in the PRBO1, the best. Anyway, so I have one more box of these sealed up. Wings of the Captain. It has like the Zoro manga, which is freaking sick. But yeah, this is another one where I saw when I jumped into this hobby, I saw it was like running for like 95. That's when I got it for 95. I don't know if this was a release date, but it kind of went up where I've noticed some of these do the thing where they start out strong, they go down, and then they come up again, and they're strong for a while, and then there's like another plummet. I'm not sure if this is like a reprint that happened, but I'm banking on the fact that when it goes down here, once a few years in the future when they stop making reprints, it's gonna shoot up again because of like certain cards in there that you probably, unless they reprint mangas, you probably don't have a good time like finding. All right, next for the future stuff, I bought a whole case of PRBO1. Yeah, I don't know. I know this is like a bunch of reprints and it's like but I think this is just like a specialty thing, but I don't know. I just think this is, from what I see of the cards and like all the reprints and stuff like that, and all the full arts, I just think this is like a cool kind of set to go in on. Next is I bought 2 boxes of 4 Emperors. I know there's like huge hype around this stuff. I hate Buggy. I think Buggy looks stupid. And I want Nico Robin so bad. But I bought one to open, and the other one I think is to hold, just because generally that's how I'm gonna do it with mainly sets. I'll buy 2. If I don't care about it, I'll buy 2. I'll open one, and then I'll keep one sealed, and I'll buy more if I like it. When like market goes down or something like that. Some extra stuff that I bought. I bought some of these starter packs. I believe I bought 2 of the Uta ones, 2 smokers, and then I bought 3 Doflamingo starter decks. Now I bought these to kind of see how they would kind of work in a sense, because right now the hype for these starter decks are insane because it's pre-release and everyone's going crazy about the Doflamingo cards. So what I think will happen with these, and I don't know the exact contents of the cards, but I think these currently have 2 different lives. I'll just call it for now lives. The first is each of these starter packs will come with a PRBO1 pack. So a lot of people are going to be fiending for that. I think that's going to carry a lot of these starter decks to start out for people who are kind of like uninterested. Of course, like the ones competitive players are going to go for the starter deck cards and specific that. PRBO1 is going to go down. It's going to be useless once the actual PRBO1 releases, because why would you need to buy this expensive starter deck to open a pack? And then I think after that, what will carry these starter decks will be the actual contents of the starter deck itself. And if they are really competitive, people will want it. And I don't think, and just depends on how printed these starter decks are. So that's my thought on that. And I kind of want to see how that works in the market-wise. I think I bought a few to open, and then I bought a few to kind of sell and like whatnot and stuff like that. And finally, all right, what I learned and what I need to learn. The market, always. I always need to learn the market. I need to understand the market. Like, through my months of creating this slideshow and then like reading more, watching videos, I've learned that One Piece is very much a game that the prices are kind of built on playability and like competitiveness. Like, cards will shoot up in price like crazy if it's competitive, and then cards will also plummet and die if it's not competitive. And that includes cards that are like rare pulls, like alt rares, special and treasures like that. Those will also plummet because people aren't playing, because there are players that are like chilling and like I want the highest rarity cards in my deck because it looks badass. Mangas and certain SPs kind of hover above that the dust that is like the combat area. So that's kind of an interesting to learn about the market. I do want like One Piece to do things to make their card game a bit more collectible in a sense, because I love like collecting. I think in PRBO1 they might be including the Skull and Bones holo to appear on like commons, uncommons, and rares, which I think is the coolest thing ever, because that's like the Master Ball thing with Pokemon, right? I love that, just like a little bit extra to drop on top. The game, I need to learn the game more, because I think if I learn the game, I can learn the market, and kind of like, and I'm not gonna go in and be like and compete in like the highest level and learn that stuff, because in the end, like I'm okay at card games, and I'm more of a player that likes to play with my heart and play dumb shit, right? Not stuff that's like broken, just stuff that, like, I need that one thing that's gonna make me be like, I made that read and I'm so happy. Right? Collector shows. I need to go to more shows. I need to understand the market. I need to understand what people are trading, what people are finding interesting, what people like, just to kind of see how One Piece does in the future. And finally, other markets. I kind of want to learn more about, like, you know, the Final Fantasy card game, mainly like how their sealed product works and how their card market works. Because I think a lot of the anime stuff, in general, it's the same. It's kind of like the manga, right? It's like, oh, that's for them. It's like the signature card that gets the most love or goes up in price, but they're like insane to pull, and the same with the manga, insane to pull like that. But I kind of want to see like the lower end stuff, how they work, and how players feel about stuff. But yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's my start of my One Piece investment journey and my investment YouTube creation journey. I don't know. I'm trying this out. We'll see how this works. I'm in this for the long haul, at least investment wise. If you guys have ideas for any, like, you know, videos and stuff like that, let me know. Things you want to know about me, I don't know. Just let me know. Look, I'm not gonna bother you guys about subscribing. So you guys know what to do if you want to do it or not. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace.